on my way to the doctor's, and I thought that I would try to take you with me as much as I can today. So I'm on my way to have my second transfer done. So just driving, and we'll see what happens today. I realized that I wasn't supposed to have any coffee this morning because the caffeine, it makes it really hard for you to hold your bladder, hold your pee, and you have to go in there. The most uncomfortable thing about it is you have to go in there with your bladder like 3/4 of the way full, and it was so hard last time. I remember laying there and just hoping that I wouldn't have to ever do it ever again, and now here I am. And the doctor, I ended up waiting for him in the room, and I just couldn't wait anymore, and I actually ended up going to the bathroom twice. The nurse said I could try to let out just a little bit of pee, which obviously is torture, but I did it because I actually thought I was gonna like pee myself, so it's not fun. And now I've gone and had caffeine, so we'll see just how hard it is to hold. But last time in the car, I was worried about not having enough in my bladder, so I ended up drinking like half a bottle of water, and that's probably why it was so hard for me to hold. But I think it's hard for anybody, it's normal. So we'll see how I do. I didn't drink anything after the coffee, so anyway, I did my makeup. I took my time this morning and I did my makeup nice, and I did it, it's like my all-time favorite kind of makeup look, which you can't really see right now, I know, but hopefully later on in this video you'll get to kind of see it. And if you're interested in me doing a video on it, then just leave me a comment and let me know. I really want to know. Sorry, it might get dark, I'm going through like a little underpass. But yeah, I really want to know what you guys want to see. So I got a lot of messages, people really wanting to see like the quick kind of makeup look. But when I get X amount of views, whether it's 50 or 100 or whatever it is, and nobody comments or says anything to me, it's weird, because I know people are watching me, but I really want to know what you think, and I want your feedback because it's important to me. And that's kind of why I started doing this in the first place, is I really wanted to make connections with different people, and ultimately I just want to know what you like and what you want to see. So if you can see my makeup later on, which I'm sure you'll be able to do, I'll take off my sunglasses later, then just let me know if you want me to do a look on it, because it really is just my all-time staple look that I do. Oh, my eyes itchy. Eric took the train downtown this morning, which he never does, and he called me about 5 times telling me how great it was and how I should do it all the time. And I really should, and I think next time I go to the doctor I definitely will, because it stops, it lets off right in front of my doctor's, and I'm stupid not to do it. Especially they took away what little street parking that there actually was. They've taken that away now, and you pretty much have to, every single time I go there, to add insult to injury, I have to pay, I think it's $16 to park in a lot, a paid lot. It's terrible. So really the smartest thing to do, I mean, you get let off, it's like $4 or $6 he said, and you get let off right in front of it, and then you don't have to drive through this traffic and this construction. So I dropped Annika off at preschool this morning, and I could have taken the train. I could have just drove there. It's on my way out anyways, and parked. But anyways, that's what he did. So he will be meeting me at the doctor's at some point, and he will drive back for me, so I'll be able to take off my glasses and give you guys a better look. And I'm gonna see if I can sucker him into taking me to Chinatown afterwards and getting a bubble tea. It's super hot out today. It's such a beautiful day. It's so hot. I think we're gonna reach 33, and it's gonna be super humid. So if I can weasel bubble tea out of him and maybe go to my favorite hat store, that would just be the perfect day. And then we've got to go home, and I'm gonna rest, and he has to pick up Annika from school early. She has a dental appointment, so that's kind of what we're doing today. What else can I tell tell you? This is gonna be like super boring, but I was driving there and I thought instead of just filming like, you know, an update on my IVF, like maybe I can just kind of bring you with me and tell you as it's kind of happening. So obviously I'm not going to bring you in the actual room with me, but I'll talk to you after, and I think I'll have my results. I think last time it was like a week. It really wasn't long before you got your results, so I love that. I love how quick it is. And then if it does not work, if it does not take, then I won't be trying again until fall, because I've mentioned in the past that the doctors, they go on vacation for the summer. It's actually not as bad traffic as usual. So bumpy. So this is like, I'm not going right downtown, but it's leading to downtown, and it's always just, well, they're always doing construction, and it takes forever. So I know I have to stop right now and I have to wait because there is a bit of traffic, but usually it's way more backed up than this. So I have time to kill too. I know I'm going to be really early for the doctors. I try to go half an hour early if I can, just to try to drive around and see if I can find parking, but I don't know. It'd probably be easier in Eric's car, and I wish he would have taken the truck so that I could have taken his car and it would have been easier, but who am I kidding? I'm not going to find parking anyway. I can't believe they took away one big side of the parking, and they put in like those bike racks that you can like pay as you go bikes or something like that. I don't know. So I know I'm gonna have to go in the lot for sure, but what are you gonna do? I look forward to this being done, and it hurts to even sit right now. I was in so much pain this morning in my bed. I have to do progesterone shots, and so you can do, there's like a cream that you would insert inside of you, much like, you know, a yeast infection treatment. Oh my gosh, it's crazy drivers. But it was gonna turn out, you have to take it, like if you do get pregnant, you end up taking it till at least 12 weeks of pregnancy, maybe more, and it was $300 a week. And I thought, you know, after all the money we've already spent, I literally can't even afford to sustain that anyways. That's just crazy. Sorry if you hear my AC, but I'm like boiling up in here. So I opted for the progesterone shot, which is a shot that Eric has to give me in the backside, and I think it ends up costing me like $45. We have coverage with our insurance, but I'm not, you know, fully covered. It would depend on your insurance. But it's no fun. It literally kills so bad. Like the next day you feel like you're completely bruised and it hurts to even sit it. It is so miserable. I don't want to be on it anymore. And I look forward to getting this all done and not having to do it anymore, but we'll see. So as of today, I will have 9 frozen embryos, because technically, well, I had 10 frozen and then 1 fresh from the last transfer. That was a fresh embryo, and so now I'm taking 1 frozen today, so I'll end up with 9. And I will let you know, it's kind of interesting, I will let you know about what day embryo it is and the quality, which means nothing to you right now, but I'll explain that to you after, because it is actually really interesting. And my doctor gave me a choice, and he goes, well, it looks like you know, you get to choose, do you want a day 3 or a day 5? And I'll go into depth later, like kind of what that means. And I did not want that responsibility on my shoulders. I didn't want to end up blaming myself if it didn't work and wishing I would have like chose, you know, the other one or whatever. So I was like, I don't want any part of that, you choose. And he said, yeah, I really trust the embryologist, and they were leaning towards day 3, but I don't know what they ended up going with, so it'll be really interesting once they assess it all again, like what they chose to do. So I will let you know. So I'm almost there. I'm gonna go try to find parking or end up in the lot, and I will film a little bit probably when I get there and afterwards, and I'll kind of tell you how it went and what we ended up going with. So I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, so I found a spot on the street and I'm so excited. Oh my god, I had to drive around like 50 times, but it was worth it. I am so early. I'm like a whole hour early right now. So I'll probably just go inside because it'll be nice and cool, and it really is boiling out here. Now you can kind of see my makeup though, a little bit anyway. It always looks different, I guess, in daylight, but it's just kind of like a summer bronze goddess vibe, you know? When I was getting ready this morning, I watched, by fluke, I didn't even mean to, but I watched a, I guess it was a tutorial by Charlotte Tilbury, and they kind of went over kind of her philosophy on makeup, and I had so much fun just watching that because I really feel like her philosophy is a lot of the times just like my philosophy, and her eyes are everything's very blended. It's extremely not overdone, and while I know that I wear more than probably she's putting on the models and different things like that, the way that I do my eyes and my makeup, and when I do clients' makeup, if you compare it to like the Instagram look or the Jaclyn Hill look, I love watching Jaclyn Hill's videos now and again, and I feel like her looks are extremely hard to replicate. She's very talented, and I think a lot of people try, but she just has a way. Makeup is like handwriting, I always say, and my makeup always looks like my makeup. If I do somebody's makeup, my husband will always comment, "Lauren did your makeup, didn't you? You look like Lauren," and he'll say things like that. And I think the same is for Jaclyn Hill. You can try to duplicate or replicate her look, but it's very difficult. So I love her look, but it's definitely not it's not the way I do it, and it's not my everyday look. Hers is very tight and precise and dark around the edges. It's gorgeous, but I've never done my makeup that way, and I've never done clients that way either. So just really blended. It was a lot like, there was a lot of similarities in the way that she did makeup. So I thought that was really cool because I've never really noticed or picked up on seeing that anywhere else. And I didn't even notice myself, I guess, how does this even make sense? Whatever. It struck a chord with me, and I realized that we very much kind of do it the same, sort of ish. Not that I'm trying to say that I'm at all as good or just like Charlotte Tilbury, so I hope that makes any sense at all. So yeah, that's kind of it, and I'm gonna wait for my hubby, and I'm gonna go inside and cool down and get ready for this embryo, I guess. I even had dreams last night. I had dreams about my doctor that that he gave me a checkup, and then I got home and realized that he didn't even do the embryo transfer, and it was a scary dream. It's hot. It's hot, but it's so good to not have all the rain and cold. So I'm definitely not complaining. It's just, it's a big adjustment. I feel like in Canada, it's either freezing or it's hot, and it switches so quickly. So it's hard to get used to. And I'm sorry if you can always hear me sniffling in my videos. I'm so sorry. I know that like really irritates a lot of people, but like my allergies are just on fire lately. Like they are just crazy. They are in full force, and I've been doing a lot of the gardening and buying flowers and things like that. So I went yesterday and I bought 2 rose bushes and a lilac bush. So I have just been buying like crazy, and I promised Eric that that would be it and I wouldn't buy more, but he's happy. He's happy that we haven't done a whole lot with our landscaping, so he's kind of excited about it. I just never really I never really got into it before. It really like intimidated me. So I've been doing like a lot on Pinterest, and I have like a lot of clients who are really good with it. So they've been giving me tips, and one of my best friends is really good at it as well. And so she kind of inspired me, and I went crazy and I bought a bunch of stuff. So, but I'm super enjoying it, and it's an investment, but then it'll come back every year. You know, and you can enjoy it. So even if you add to it little by little, it's like super worth it. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I will talk to you guys soon, and you'll see me inside. Bye. Hey everyone, we just got finished at the doctor's. We had to wait a really long time, but it worked out because Eric was able to meet me there. Last time we got a photo of our embryo, this time we didn't. So I'll try to hold it up so you can see. You really can't see anything, but over here it almost looks like a little X. And that just shows that the embryo went in and that it's in my uterus. So I'm absolutely starving and it felt so good to go pee. I find like it hurt a lot less this time than the first time, and it wasn't as hard to hold my pee because I guess last time I had drank like half a bottle of water.
Because it was rubbing your hair.
And Eric was rubbing my hair. I was making jokes the whole time. I don't think I make my doctor uncomfortable, but like I definitely, I don't know, it's probably refreshing. That people that are like so serious. And we are going to like a gourmet burger place right now because I'm super hungry and it's really hot and I want a milkshake. So that's what we're doing. Eric's driving. And it's so pretty outside, so I'm gonna go home and take it easy, probably in a swing, and then he's gotta go grab Annika for her dental appointment. So I will talk to you guys later, but thank you for coming with me. And if I have anything else to add, I did take a picture when I was in there, so I'll add probably little bits to this video. And when I can share news, and if I have anything newsworthy, I will be back and I will let you all know. So thanks for coming with me. Bye.